Imagine a battlefield where no shots are fired, yet victory is claimed. A war fought not with bullets, but with brilliant illusion, sound, and a daring deception. This is the untold story of the Ghost Army, a secret unit that fooled Hitler's finest and saved thousands of lives. By 1944, the Western Front was a brutal meat grinder. Allied forces faced entrenched German defenses, and every strategic move was met with fierce resistance. Commanders sought any advantage, any edge, to break the stalemate and reduce casualties. Out of this desperation, a radical idea emerged from the deepest corners of military intelligence. What if you could trick the enemy into believing a massive force was present when in reality there was almost nothing? The concept of tactical deception, or ruse de guerre, was about to be taken to an entirely new level. Officially known as the 23rd Headquarters Special Troops, this unit was unlike any other. It wasn't comprised of hardened combat veterans, but rather a motley collection of artists, engineers, sound technicians, radio operators, and actors. Their weapons? Paint, canvas, rubber, and an uncanny ability to impersonate. Their primary tool was visual deception. Inflatable tanks, trucks, jeeps, and artillery pieces, crafted with meticulous detail, could be deployed and inflated in minutes, transforming an empty field into a bustling motor pool from a distance. The artists meticulously painted camouflage and insignia. But seeing wasn't enough. The Ghost Army also perfected auditory deception. Using massive loudspeakers mounted on trucks, they broadcast pre-recorded sounds of infantry marching, tanks rumbling, and artillery firing, creating a symphony of war that convinced enemy listeners a real army was on the move. Complementing visual and auditory tricks was radio deception. Skilled operators mimicked the Morse code fists of genuine unit commanders, transmitting fake messages and creating a complex web of phony radio traffic. And on the ground, soldiers donned the uniforms of other units, impersonating generals and MPs, completing the illusion. The training was rigorous, not just in operating the equipment, but in maintaining absolute secrecy. These men lived under a veil of silence, forbidden to discuss their true mission even with fellow soldiers outside their unit. Their lives depended on it. The success of D-Day and subsequent campaigns hinged on their ability to remain ghosts. Their baptism by fire came with Operation Fortitude South, the colossal deception designed to convince Hitler that the D-Day invasion would strike Calais, not Normandy. The Ghost Army played a vital role, creating an entirely fictitious 1st U.S. Army Group, FUSAG, led by the formidable General Patton. After the D-Day landings, the Ghost Army continued its work, often operating dangerously close to enemy lines. They helped cover troop movements, divert German attention during crucial offensives like the Battle of the Bulge, and enable Allied breakthroughs that would have otherwise been costly in lives. Perhaps their most audacious operation was Viersen, preparing for the Rhine River crossing in March 1945. They staged an entire fake division, including fake bridges and landing craft, making the Germans believe the Allies would cross at a different location. This allowed real forces to cross largely unopposed elsewhere. Who were these men? Many were talented artists like Bill Blass, Ellsworth Kelly, and Arthur Singer. They were creative minds who swapped brushes for binoculars, studios for battlefields. Their unique skills were not just appreciated, but critical to military strategy, proving that art could be a weapon of war. Living in constant secrecy took its toll. For decades after the war, these heroes couldn't speak of their incredible exploits. Their story remained classified, a silent testament to their unwavering commitment. Many carried this burden of silence for their entire lives. It wasn't until 1996 that their mission was officially declassified. The world finally learned of the Ghost Army's extraordinary contribution. Awards and recognition followed, belated but well-deserved, shining a light on one of the most ingenious and unsung chapters of World War II. The Ghost Army's legacy is a testament to the power of human ingenuity and the unexpected ways victory can be achieved. They proved that psychological warfare, when executed with brilliance and daring, could be as effective, if not more so, than brute force. Their story reminds us that not all heroes wear combat boots. Some wield paintbrushes and loudspeakers.